Hi guys, welcome to another episode of 16-Bit Gym. It's been an exciting month so far, January. I got a super amount of deals and sales. So let's dive right into them. Oh yeah! So on the 3rd of January, a buddy of mine texted me and said Carrefour, which is a big supermarket chain, is doing a big sale of their games, mainly 3DS, and it's 70% off. So I immediately rushed over there and picked up myself a 2DS XL for 40 euros. Kind of unhappy with this system because I personally feel the quality is not up to Nintendo standard. The screen is not pretty, the plastic is very light. I'm not too happy with it. Also picked up some games. Ever Oasis, Rhythm Paradise Remix or Megamix, Yoshi's Woolly World, and Fire Emblem Warriors. Those were around 10 euros each, so even also an amazing deal. And I also picked up ZX Spectrum Vega, which is like a mini console. I think it's already 3 years old, and it's super cute. It looks like a mini ZX Spectrum, but instead of having a complete keyboard, it's just like a joystick type of layout. And you can put an SD card in here, so you can just upload it up with all the ROMs. It's pretty nice. I already tried it out. It works perfect. The only issue is it comes with these type of connectors and no RGB connection or anything like that, which is kind of a shame. That was 22 euros. So in total, 100 euros for that stack, which is amazing. It was like a 200 euro discount. Amazing! Man, so much stuff. So another day, I think this was all still 2018, but like the 28th of 2018 or something. I can probably check on the register ticket. Yeah. It was on the 27th of December. So I went to Liège again, and they had some new games in stock, like in the same store, like the Cash Express I went to last time. So I picked up a Tengen card for Pac-Mania, 8 euros. SimCity 2000 on the Saturn without manual for 8 euros. And Alex Kidd, it was 15, I believe, which is apparently overpriced. I always thought this was a more uncommon game, but apparently it's not an expensive game, like 10 euros on eBay. I had it loose, but now I have a complete copy. And also for 9 euros, an American copy of Super Monkey Ball on the GameCube, which is nice because I don't have this yet. And I like my games American or Japanese because I have a modded Japanese system. I don't know, like two days later or something, in a thrift store, I picked up some DVDs. Maniac Cop 2, which look pretty awesome. But check out this lame ass DVD. It's just empty and says Maniac Cop. I'm hoping this is Maniac Cop 2 and not the original Maniac Cop, because it just says Maniac Cop. And I also found Man-Thing, which is a Marvel movie apparently. I never heard of it, so it would be interesting to check out. So a couple of weeks ago I went to St. Nicholas and they had a copy of Wario World. I wanted this game for a very long time, even when the GameCube was new, but it was always too expensive for me. I was a student back then, and they had a copy at 34 euros. So I said, what's the best you can do on this? And she said like 28. So I said, okay, I'll take it. And then she didn't find the disc, so I left my number there, and she called me back and said, "Oh, I found the disc, nice." And we went back to St. Nicholas on the 26th of December, and it wasn't opened, like it was closed for the second Christmas day. So we went back again, I don't know, 7 January or something. So I picked it up for 28 euros, Wario World, which is a treasure game, and I love me some treasure games. And I also saw in their rack of PS3 games Folklore, which is a bit of a rarer game, 18 euros. I sold my own copy to a buddy for way less than this, I don't remember what, but now I have a working 6-axis controller again, so I wanted to try it out again. Yeah, maybe overpriced. But the good deals are coming. So last Friday, I went to the cash converters and I saw some Xbox games for very cheap. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, $1.99. Complete and minty fresh. Jade Empire, $1.99. Complete and minty fresh. I already have this one, but I wasn't sure if it was good condition or with manual, so I wouldn't take a chance for $1.99. So if anybody wants a copy, my other copy is also in excellent condition. Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 for $1.99. And then Silent Hill Homecoming, $1.99. I mean, these prices are pretty decent for a retail store. Complete. This is like a bad Silent Hill game because it's pretty cheap everywhere. And then recently they discovered that retro can sell for high prices. So I found me a copy of Earthworm Jim there. It was priced $19.99, but see, it says Jurassic Park. So they mislabeled it because another game that had Jurassic Park on the box had on the label Earthworm Jim, and it was $39.99, so it was way overpriced. And I was talking with the dude at the register, and he was like telling me he's into G.I. Joes, and I said, well, I too collect some G.I. Joes. And he said, well, I'll give you a discount on this one, €5. My boss is crazy for asking that amount for this game, so I got it for 15, which is a steal because it's in excellent condition. I was playing it earlier, so the game is not in there. Yeah. So when we went to St. Nicholas to pick up my copy of Wario World, my wife actually bought some glasses, new glasses there. And so last Saturday we had to go back to pick those up. So I went into another store, which I would love to promote here. It's called Used to Use, and it has, besides video games, a lot of cool toys. It's Retro Geek Out. It has a lot of turtles. It also has mini discs and like mini tapes and every sort of cool thing, like old Walkmans. Me and Julian really should go there because he would love that place. It's kind of overpriced, but I found one thing that was really cheap. Viewtiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. He had it priced at €15, but with 50% off. So $7.50 for this complete mint fresh copy of Viewtiful Joe Red Hot Rumble is not a bad deal. I already have the Japanese version of this, but yeah. So not all deals can be found in the wild. Some deals can be found on Facebook. So there was this picture of like 2025 Mega Drive games, Genesis games, for 100 euros. But they were all shitty sports titles. There were two titles that caught my eye: Cosmic Spacehead and Street Smart. And I asked the person, it was a lady, can I buy those two separately? And she said, yeah, sure, 5 euros a piece. So I was like, ding, that's an excellent deal there. And then later on in the evening, she said, well, sorry, those have already sold. And I was like, well, which ones do you still have available? And then in the picture, she still showed Street Smart. So I asked her, can I buy this one, please, for 5 euros? It's not a great game, but it's an American, well, it wasn't really, I don't know if it's an American exclusive, but it wasn't released in Europe, so to find it here is pretty difficult. And for 5 euros, minty fresh, excellent. And she said, well, are you gonna pay 4 euros shipping for a 5 euro game? And I said, well, you have a point, that's kind of stupid. So I knew my copy of Altered Beast wasn't in the greatest shape and didn't have its manual, so I said, I'll also take Altered Beast for 5 euros. I can flip my copy easily for 5 euros. And, well, I never in my life played the Madden game. And to be honest, you don't see them a lot here, like the Mega Drive games, because it's not a popular sport here, and they're American. Well, they're not American exclusive. It's a Mega Drive game, but you just don't see them quite often. So I picked up Madden 1997, which is cool because it was bought in Pele Mele, a store I like to frequent in Brussels, on 24th March of the year 2000. So this guy, probably, or girl, was a collector way back when. Madden 1997. So 3 awesome Mega Drive games in excellent condition for 15 plus 4, 20, so like 6 or 7-ish a piece. Nice! So not yesterday, the day before yesterday. No, was it yesterday? Oh man, this lack of sleep with the kid is really destroying my memory. I went to the thrift store. Well, it's not the closest. Maybe it's the closest. Well, it's a Oxfam store, and it's really close by. And I found some good stuff there in the past. But today they had some pretty excellent titles there for cheap. First up, I saw Skull Monkeys. This is the 4th copy of Skull Monkeys I find. 150. The box is damaged, but I think I still have a case, a loose case upstairs. Then for 8 euros, Mr. Domino. And look at the title here. No one can stop Mr. Domino. This is actually also a 30 euro game here in Europe. So they must have looked up the prices because it was 8 euros, but the strange thing was these were priced the 2nd of January 2019, but underneath there was a price from September, which was way lower. So if I would have scratched them off in the store, I would have gotten the cheaper prices. So that means that probably an employee kept them on the site and in the end decided not to buy them and then just up the price a bit. 3rd game was Devil Dice, which is also a 30 euro game here in Europe. I have a Japanese copy, but I won't refuse a PAL copy. No siree. And that one was 7, I believe. Then for 5 euros, Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Tales. Don't know if this is actually any good, but it is a cool game. It looks kind of cool, so I picked it up. And this one was 10, which is really expensive for a thrift store. But if you look on eBay, it's actually a pretty expensive game, like between 20 and 40. Still, there are a lot of fake copies on eBay, but I mean an original copy. It's Donkey Kong Jungle Climber. I actually enjoyed myself a lot with Donkey Kong The King of Swing on the Game Boy Advance. I was still a student, I believe, back then. I bought it brand new, so I will enjoy this copy of the sequel. So that was an amazing stack to find in the thrift store. You saw the little intro clip where I found this in the beginning. I also picked up some old Lego trains and some toys for my son. Maybe I'll show a picture of that right now. What else did I get? Oh yeah. So this is not really a cheap deal, but this is one of the most recent Game Mega Drive releases. Zooming Secretary Going Panic, which is an awesome game, and it's really lovely addition. I think I'm gonna do a separate review for it. It comes on this excellent, well, I'll take out the card right now. Nice clear pink cartridge. The manual is super beautiful, and it has like this female thing, a clip maybe. The manual is super beautiful, like really cardboard stock paper. Excellent. It's sort of a fake arcade classic, like in the vein of not really Donkey Kong, more the LCD Game & Watch handheld climber. Like it's more like an LCD game, the gameplay, but it's really fun. And the guy even leaves a personalized message for each buyer on a card, which is insane because, okay, it's probably not thousands of people who buy this, but I assume several hundred people buy these editions. So yeah. And the cartridge is closed up with very lovely girly tape. This is released by Play On Retro, which also released Mini Planets and La Baie des Morts, which I all bought, and all are cool games. You can all download them for free, I believe, for free on the internet, but I love to buy these cartridge releases because they're so beautiful. I actually don't remember if I purchased this or if he gave it to me for free, because I already had the order in like October or something. October! Yeah. It's a really cool Mega Drive keychain with Play On Retro, the logo in the corner. And I also love they have these personalized boxes. On the inside is like a Space Invaders. I just love that company. It's Spanish, I believe. So what else did I get? Well, this is the last bit. So on Facebook I bought some games from somebody else. The Smurfs on the SNES, on the NES. I had a copy of this loose, but I traded it to Whitbit 1000 over a year ago. So, and this one boxed, even if it is the German copy, was only 15 euros. So I thought, okay. And I also bought Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and it came with the manual. And now my baby boy started crying. And he stopped again, which is amazing, which doesn't happen a lot. He's starting to sleep better, slowly but surely. We're gonna get there. So yeah, guys, this is it. Today is the 17th of January, so all this stuff in only 2 weeks' time. Insane. Well, catch you on the flip side. yeah guys, I forgot to show you something. I also picked up another TV. It's a Bang & Olufsen MX7000. I had to do some repair work on it, but otherwise it looks really cool. I also had to do some repair work on the remote, which I already had, because a Bang & Olufsen without a remote is useless. You cannot choose AV without a remote.